It is breaking news, and we're bringing it to you right here on the Sports Rush. Caitlin Clark is going to be out for 2 weeks for the Indiana Fever. This is big news because Caitlin Clark doesn't miss games. I mean, she has gone almost her entire career without missing basketball games, but because of a quad strain, she is going to be out for the next 2 weeks. And it's kind of ironic that the Indiana Fever are going to be heading to Chicago to take on the Sky coming up a week from Saturday, which they said that she'll be out 2 weeks and they'll play the Sky in 12 days. So it looks like maybe Caitlin Clark won't be available for that primetime CBS evening matchup on a Saturday night. And we'll see how many people watch because people are watching because of Angel Reese, too. Apparently, they like watching 35% layup shooters because that's basically what you get with Angel Reese. But Caitlin Clark is out for the Fever. It's time for DeWanna Bonner to step up and act like the player that the Fever thought they were getting, a 15, 16, 17 point per game scorer in her career. All of a sudden this year, 2.5 points per game. She's not the one that's scoring the points, and she needs to score points now because the Fever have 19 points per game to make up because of Caitlin Clark not being out there. They also have to find somebody to run the point. Kelsey Mitchell, yeah, maybe. Maybe DeWanna Bonner runs the point. Who knows? Lexi Hull, I mean, it might be point guard by committee where you just rotate players around the perimeter and let Aaliyah Boston set the screens, play the pick and roll game. But Aaliyah Boston's going to have to be outstanding because she's going to have to dominate inside and maybe get some putbacks because without Caitlin Clark, the Fever offense takes a big hit. So now it's up to the Fever on the defensive end, and it's up to somebody to step up and hit some buckets. Maybe it's Lexi Hull, maybe it's Kelsey Mitchell. But I think DeWanna Bonner is the player that's going to have to increase her scoring if the Fever are going to have success while Caitlin Clark is sidelined. Breaking news, Caitlin Clark out for 2 weeks minimum with a quad strain for the Indiana Fever. We'll keep you up to date with what else is happening. Tonight, Florida Panthers go for the sweep against the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's go, Panthers. They're at home. I think they take care of business and wrap up this series. I'll call it as a 4-3 game. I think Carolina is going to fight to get a couple of goals, maybe 4-2. Yeah, let's go with 4-2. I like 4-2 better. I don't want it to come down to a one-goal finish. But we'll see what happens with the Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. I'm a big Panthers fan, for those of you that don't know. And so I'm going to be rooting. Tomorrow night, Pacers will bounce back. They'll get the three-point shooting. They'll get it going again. I mean, they've just developed a habit of not playing their best basketball in game 3 of series. That's the way it's worked out. And then they bounce back and play a terrific game 4. So I think the Pacers will be fine against the Knicks in game 4. I think they'll make more than 5 three-pointers. That's really where the game was lost. 6 less threes than the New York Knicks. That's 18 points in the advantage to the New York Knicks in game 3. I don't think that happens again. And I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns goes off like he did with 20 points in the fourth quarter. So I think the Pacers still the better team in this series. I think they'll bounce back tomorrow night. Have a great remaining Memorial Day and have a great week. I'll be back as news develops, and we'll talk to you again soon.